unaware his wife had just won a $50 billion contract. He divorced her and his sick child to marry his mistress. What she did shocked him. Life has a strange way of revealing people's true hearts. Not when things are hard, but when things suddenly become easy. Some people remain loyal through storms. Others abandon ship the moment the clouds begin to clear. Today's story is about a man who walked away from the very people who loved him the most, his wife and his sick child, because he thought he had found something better. What he didn't know was that his wife had just secured a life-changing $50 billion contract that would transform her company, her family, and everyone connected to her. And when he found out what she did next, it left him speechless. This is a story of betrayal, heartbreak, unexpected blessings, and powerful redemption. Stay with me. Daniel and Maya had been married for 8 years. They lived in a modest but beautiful home, raising their 6-year-old son, Liam, a bright, joyful child battling a rare autoimmune condition. Life wasn't easy, but they faced it together. Daniel worked as a senior engineer. Maya was the founder of a small tech startup, brilliant, determined, and visionary. She spent years pitching ideas, building prototypes, chasing investors, and working long nights. Most days, she slept only 3 hours. But everything she did for her family. Daniel used to admire her, used to support her, used to dream with her. But over time, something changed. He became distant, irritable, uninterested in family dinners, more secretive with his phone, and often working late. Maya noticed the signs, but she hoped it was just stress. Meanwhile, her company finally began attracting attention. A massive international conglomerate, Valora Industries, shortlisted her startup for a groundbreaking global tech contract worth $50 billion. This was the moment she had been working toward her whole life. She wanted to tell Daniel the good news. But every night, he came home later. And later. And later. Meet his mistress. Her name was Vanessa, a glamorous marketing consultant Daniel met during a corporate project. Vanessa was everything Maya wasn't. Or at least that's what Daniel told himself. She didn't challenge him. She didn't question him. She didn't ask about budgets, responsibilities, or their son's medical bills. She told him he deserved better. She told him he shouldn't be tied down. She told him a man like you needs freedom. And slowly, Daniel believed her. He convinced himself that Maya no longer cared. He refused to see how hard she worked for their family. He ignored how exhausted she looked every morning. He forgot the night she stayed awake comforting their sick son. Vanessa fed his ego, while Maya fed their family. One evening, Maya received the final notice. Valora Industries wanted to sign the contract. Not next month. Not next week. Tomorrow. It was the offer of a lifetime. She rushed home, excited beyond words. But when she entered the house, she found Daniel sitting at the dining table with a cold, emotionless stare. Daniel, we need to talk. Her heart dropped. Maya, is something wrong? He slid a stack of papers across the table. Daniel, I want a divorce. The world around her collapsed. Maya, whispering, a divorce? Why? Daniel, I'm not happy anymore. I found someone who appreciates me. I'm moving out. And I think it's better if Liam stays with you. This last line hit her harder than anything else. He wasn't just leaving her. He was abandoning their child. A child battling a serious illness. A child who asked for him every night. Maya, you're leaving us? Now, of all times. Daniel, cold. I deserve to live my life. Those words echoed in her mind. He packed his bags that night and left, without looking back. The next morning, Maya walked into the grand boardroom of Valora Industries with red eyes, trembling hands, and a broken heart. The executives noticed her exhaustion, yet they admired her strength. Chairman of Valora, Mrs. Adeyemi, we believe in your vision. Let's build the future together. And before she knew it, her signature rested beneath a contract worth $50 billion. Her company was now one of the most valuable in the world. Yet she didn't smile. Not fully. Her victory felt hollow, because the person she once wanted to share it with had walked away the night before. At first, Daniel thought he made the perfect decision. Vanessa was fun, exciting, spontaneous. She showered him with attention, at least for the first few weeks. But then, bills began piling up. She pushed him to invest in her business ideas. She wanted vacations, gifts, expensive outings. Daniel began to notice the little things. Vanessa hated cooking. She rolled her eyes when he talked about work. She complained about his salary. She called his sick child baggage. And worst of all, she disliked the idea of him sending money to Maya for Liam's medication. Vanessa, why should you take care of a child that's not my responsibility? You're with me now. Those words burned into Daniel's soul. One day, he overheard her on the phone with a friend. Vanessa, laughing. Please, I'm not marrying him. I'm just using him until I get what I want. And just like that, the illusion shattered. The woman he left everything for never loved him. 3 months passed. Daniel's life was falling apart. His relationship with Vanessa imploded. His finances were a mess. His career stagnated. His reputation declined. Meanwhile, Maya's company became a global sensation. News outlets, magazines, investors, and CEOs were talking about her. She appeared on business panels, interviews, and conferences. One morning, Daniel's coworker walked into the office, holding a newspaper. Coworker, bro, isn't this your ex-wife? She just landed a $50 billion deal. She's one of the richest CEOs in the country now. Daniel froze. The room spun. He grabbed the newspaper. There she was, radiant, powerful, confident. He realized he had abandoned the best woman he ever had. Right before her greatest breakthrough. He didn't just lose a wife. He lost the mother of his child. A woman of destiny. That evening, Daniel showed up at Maya's mansion. Yes, mansion. In just 3 months, everything changed for her. He rang the bell with trembling hands. Maya opened the door slowly. She looked healthier, stronger, brighter. Daniel. Maya. Please. I made a mistake. She didn't say a word. Daniel. I was confused. I was stupid. I abandoned you at the worst time. I know I don't deserve forgiveness, but can we start over? For us. For Liam. Maya took a deep breath. And then she spoke, calm but firm. Maya. Daniel, when you left, I begged God for strength. Not because I wanted you back, but because I needed to survive for my son. He swallowed hard. Maya, you didn't just walk away from me. You walked away from your own child. And you did it for someone who didn't even care about you. He looked down in shame. Maya, I don't hate you, but I have outgrown you. Then she handed him a sealed envelope. Inside was a check worth enough to help him restart his life, pay debts, and stabilize himself. Maya, I'm not giving you this because I want you back. I'm giving it because Liam deserves a father who isn't broken. Her kindness pierced him deeper than any anger. Daniel didn't take the money immediately. He broke down in tears. For the first time in years, he felt genuine remorse. Maya, you can be a good father again. Liam needs you, but not as a husband to me. That part of the story is over. Daniel nodded, because he knew she was right. Over the next months, he attended therapy, rebuilt his work ethic, and slowly regained Maya's trust, not as a partner, but as a responsible co-parent. He became present in Liam's treatments, supported him, comforted him, and for the first time in his life, he learned humility. Life taught Daniel a hard lesson. Never abandon the people who love you for those who only love your convenience. He learned that loyalty is worth more than beauty, character is worth more than excitement, and genuine love is worth more than temporary pleasure. Maya became a global tech icon. She used her wealth to fund medical research and children's hospitals, including one named after her son. She forgave Daniel, but never returned to him, because forgiveness does not mean reunion. It means freedom. Liam grew stronger, happier, and healthier, with both parents present in his life, though not together. And Daniel? He carried the lesson for the rest of his life. A good wife is a blessing. A faithful family is wealth. And greed can cost you everything. Final moral lessons are: never trade permanent loyalty for temporary pleasure. The grass is not greener elsewhere. It is greener where you water it. Humility and gratitude protect you from destroying your own blessings. Forgiveness is powerful, but it does not always mean reconciliation. Family is irreplaceable. Appreciate them before it's too late.